What is up, everyone? Thanks for visiting Outpost 23, Tom and Jerry 2021. Just got back from the theaters about an hour ago. Thought I'd cut a review for this. I don't know why this movie is getting so much hate. I'm probably not getting the spoilers, although, is it possible to spoil a Tom and Jerry movie? So, if I get into them, you've been warned. I don't know. We're just going here because I think Tom and Jerry is best in short form. Now I haven't seen the other Tom and Jerry movie. I know there's at least one more, maybe two. I don't know. There's one more. I haven't seen it. Um, this is Here was my concern. I took my daughter, oldest daughter, who is 11, and my concern was it was going to be an hour of Tom and Jerry hitting each other. That won't work for an hour. So what do you have to do? You have to have something else in the film that kind of brings you away from Tom and Jerry, and then when you go back to Tom and Jerry, it makes it fresh again because it's the same thing. It's just different spots and entanglements and fights. That's all it is. And so you can't have that for an hour and make it funny. I mean, maybe someone can. I doubt it. So what do you expect? So from that standpoint, I think the movie does exactly what it's supposed to do, which is gives you Tom and Jerry in these doses where you appreciate it and it's funny and it works. And they go to this story about these social media influencers who are getting married and there's all kinds of problems. The whole plot of the movie that doesn't involve Tom and Jerry, they are involved in the plot, but the plot with the humans, it to me it kind of shows, it's highlighting the problem with social media influencers and being shallow. And this is a shallow film, right? It's a Tom and Jerry film. So it's kind of like, I don't know if they're spoofing on themselves or what, but you have social media influencers who are trying to get married and they have all problems because they're very superficial. They're not very self aware. They have all these problems. They're wanting to bring elephants into the wedding. Okay, yeah, like, I don't know if that was the message or not, but it seemed to be that was the message. So that's kind of what's going on in the background is there's these humans in Tom and Jerry's world. Well, okay, the Tom and Jerry in their world, I guess. But and they're trying to get married, and the hotel is trying to orchestrate it. And that's what's going on. You need that because if you don't have that, what you have is 100 minutes or whatever it is of Tom and Jerry hammer, hit, miss, duck, electrocution, rinse, repeat. That's all it is. I'll be honest with you. We sit down, and a few minutes in, Tom and Jerry start getting into it, and I was like, oh no, I hope this isn't the whole movie. This can't be the whole movie, like, because this will never stop. And it's funny now, but it won't be funny for long. And it stopped within a minute or two, and it stops by, Tom and Jerry run into the main actress, Kayla's her name in the film, and so then you have this break where you gotta have a reset. Okay, here we go. Here's kind of the plot. You find out that she's lost her job and she's trying to get a new job, and she's kind of not slumming at the hotel, but getting free meals at the hotel somehow. And okay, it's like I'm not really sure what's going on here. And then Tom and Jerry come back. Then you go away, and Tom and Jerry come back. And that's kind of the pattern of the movie. Now, the main characters interface with Tom and Jerry regularly, and there's a lot of kind of throwaway lines that are kind of funny and little puns that are in there. And it's a movie for kids, I think. I don't think it's for adults. It's PG. For that, it's fine. It's good. I don't know. A 5.2 out of 10 seems to be pretty low, like really low. I don't know. I've seen some other people review this film, and I don't really understand what their complaint is. If you wanted Tom and Jerry to beat themselves for an hour, you could have gotten that. It would have just been worse. Because that would be worse. It's not funny. And so what you have to do is you have to have Tom and Jerry in short burst, high impact. When they're going at it, it's not like they're kind of pinching and poking. Like they are hammers, and it's Tom and Jerry. They're tearing up rooms, destroying buildings, getting electrocuted, falling to their deaths, near deaths. Like they're high impact characters. They're is physical the right word? Physical. They're actors. That's what they are. So it's good. It's great. It's fine. It's a movie for the kids to sit down and watch and okay, enjoy it. Don't try to figure out the plot and what's going on. The plot's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I say a lot. Movies that embrace what they are and they run with it have the best chance of success. This movie understands what it is. It's a movie for kids. It understands that if it takes the tropes of Tom and Jerry and just plays them for 100 minutes, it would be boring. So it gives it to you in bite-sized doses over and over and over and over again. Just enough to where each time it hits, it lands. It's funny. And it does get old. I don't know why people are mad about that. I don't know if people are disappointed. If you don't like it, I'm not trying to convince you. Don't like it, that's fine. But I don't know what else you expected. It worked for me. It worked for my daughter. We laughed. We had a good time. Hope you do too. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen Tom and Jerry 2021. I think that's what they're calling it. I don't know. In the comments below.